Hello, coming to you from the greenhouse. I am here to do a check-in. The last time I came in here, we were having an Arctic blast here in Florida. We went below 40s, and so far the greenhouse seems like it's intact. What I do know is that they need water. I turned off the irrigation system, I closed the windows, and I closed the doors to try and protect them as best as I can. And I think I did a pretty good job. What I am surprised about is how dry some of these plants are looking. I thought that the cold was going to keep the soil a lot more moist than dry, but I guess I was wrong. Let's see if my little friend is still here. Oh, no, he left. Where could he have gone? Is my question. And why? Maybe he felt trapped and decided to take a hike. I don't know. All right. So, my golden goddess, the leaves are bending. So, definitely need some water, right? You need water. Oh, total water. Who else? Let's see. Oh, you seem pretty moist though. All right, so what I'm gonna do is turn on the irrigation system, and I want to see where they're pointing to exactly and who's actually getting good water and who is not. I'm adding a second irrigation system in here, and I also will be adding another irrigation system. I thought I got two. I'm confused. I thought I got two irrigation systems, two more, one for in here and one for outside. Or maybe I didn't get the one from, maybe it's inside. I don't know. Hold on. I'm so confused. I thought I had two irrigation systems. It's probably inside. I don't know. Anyways, so I am going to be adding a second irrigation system in here, especially because spring and summer is coming, and sometimes we take a little bit of a hit during that time. So I'm going to turn on the irrigation system right now. Let's see what the temp is in here. It is currently 61 degrees. The lowest that it still was is 35, and it is also 55% humid in here. So that seems pretty good. I think we're going to be dropping tonight to the 50s, high 40s. So I think I'm good with watering them right now. They'll take some time to dry a little bit before the cold actually comes here. So I'm going to turn on this irrigation system. I still need to find a place for these anthuriums here. I need to do a cleanup. I need to remove some of these plants from here, especially a lot of my alocasias. I'm just really steering away from alocasias at this time in my life because they just don't do well with me. The whole dormancy period that they go through, that really pisses me off as well. I'm just not with it. All right, so let's turn on the irrigation system on, and I'm just gonna turn it on instead of waiting for it to turn on itself. Oh, let me remove this. Caught that just in time. And while this is going off, I'm gonna go look for that second irrigation system because I'm so confused on what I did with it. I was right. I ended up getting two irrigation systems. And then I also got this seed square that I'm gonna use in my garden bed to maximize the garden bed. I think it's pretty interesting on how it works, and I can't wait to give it a try. All right, so while the irrigation system is going off, I am also going to go in here and help it out because there are some plants that are not getting water. And I was going to say try and prevent to wet the leaves, but the irrigation system is already doing it. So hopefully this doesn't affect them. I will be really sad if it does. It's been very interesting to see how low that we got this year for winter. 36 or 35 is absolutely insane. We have been pretty low before, but not that low. And I did not get a heater for the plants in here. And there wasn't really a way for me to even turn on a heater in here because of there being no power in the greenhouse. There were some DIYs that I could do, but I didn't want to go out of my way to do it. I just didn't have it in me. But they did okay. They didn't really go through it. I'm nervous for next year though, and seeing what that's going to be like for us. But we'll see. And again, where are you hitting? I feel like you're hitting no one at this point. There we go. Now we're going to go somewhere. The Michelle needs water so bad. But I can't wait for spring. That I'm going to say. Not summer. Summer can go somewhere. But spring, I cannot wait. I'm very excited to see what spring has for us this year. My mojito is bringing out beautiful variegation in his leaves. The newest leaf totally died. I have Odie in here, which was one of my betta fish that ended up passing away after 4 days. And this plant is not doing so great. And I was thinking about cutting it fully back. It's one of the plants that I have hanging in the greenhouse, and I don't know if it likes it at all. These guys need to be watered as well, and I don't have dishes here to do that because I like to deep water them. I do have this, so let me maybe do it in here. The sun is creeping in a little bit in here. This one's taking a hit as well. I can't imagine when spring and summer come, what's going to come of these plants. I have a couple of my guys buried in here. I have Morty, which was such a loss for me. That one really got to me. Then I have Odie, and then I also have Onyx in here, which is one of my mystery snails that passed. Not Onyx, Turbo. Onyx was another one that passed. I know. I'm really new to the hobby. Not really new. I'm like a year in, so I just went through a real tragedy with one of my things. All right. I think that the plants got some good water. What do we think? I really wish that my Michelle could get some more water. And I had the Michelle back there fill in this gap over there, but now I'm like, we need to have you back. There we go, more in the front. This one doesn't really like to get water like that, so that's not gonna work well. Hold on, let's try and get some water in the back over here. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna turn this guy over here because I feel like he's pushed out a new leaf that I really want to see. Ooh, yes. Oh, who died? Still going to keep the doors closed for sure. This leaf is ginormous, but this one is even bigger. Looks so good. He threw out a very nice leaf over here. I really want to do this whole berry thing too, but I don't know if I have the skills for that just yet. My Monstera over here, my Monstera deliciosa. I feel like he needs more water. Give him a good watering. Hold on. That one's growing a bunch of new roots here. All right, we are done. My Milano here, my small form Milano, is leaning. And I like it a little bit because he wants to come forth and do his thing. And then I have a large form Milano back here. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Shit. Look at that leaf. Oh my God, he looks so good. Jeez. My Cebu blue is yellowing at the bottom. These leaves are getting so big too, and I think it's because the irrigation system is pointing to his mouse pole and he probably prefers water more often. Now this girl right here, look at her. All right, I pulled her back and I ended up taking off, I felt like the entire plant, but turns out not, because she bounced back and better than ever. Look at how beautiful that pink leaf is. She definitely likes the shaded sun that is coming through here, so she's able to hold some of that pink, but she likes to stay wet. So I have her in a non-draining planter so she can hold more water. Whenever she needs some, she can go down there and get some. I'm very impressed. She's one of my favorites. Looking good. These guys seem to have gotten water. Oh, wow, you bounced back. Hold on, this guy needs water back here. What the hell did... Oh, you got damaged. Oh no. My squamiferum got cold damage. Wow, you need water badly. Hold on. Wow, you're so dried out. Look at what happened to him. That is so tragic. I'm gonna have to start him over. What am I supposed to do there? I'm confused. Hold on. It's either cold damage. No, it has to be cold damage. I don't think it's anything else. What happened to you? Tell mom what happened. Oh my gosh. That is a tragedy. It was doing so good. Look how mature these leaves were getting. Oh no. It's cold damage. That's crazy. I turned off the, what do you call this? The exhaust fan in here because obviously the cold blowing air was coming in. But he got it the most, it seems like the most damaged out of everybody back here. Look at another leaf. One leaf, two leaf. That breaks my heart. The fucking cold, bro. Oh man, I'm devastated. I don't even know what to do with this. Oh my gosh. Look, they come off so easily. Now he's got a lot of babies down here, which is great. That sucks. I don't know if I should, I'm just gonna leave him be to do something great for me. But in the meantime, these guys need some water badly. I don't understand how they haven't been getting good waterings because I do have a dish under them, but they're probably drying out a lot faster because of the exhaust fan. Are you cracked? Oh, that's another thing. That dish is totally cracked. So we need new dishes. All right. You win some and you lose some. I always say this. You think you're doing good in one place and then another place you're like, boom, slap in the face. This guy died. I think this was my fried egg. We'll just remove it. Got a yellowing leaf. We remove it. You got a dying leaf. Remove it. All right, I am done. That is my check-in. I'm going to go to the compost bin because I need to dump that out and let's see how it's doing. So I'm going to dump out the compost bin. It shrunk a lot, which is great to see. I haven't taken this compost out for 2 weeks, or my scraps. I haven't taken my scraps out for 2 weeks. It's definitely time. I started adding coffee grounds and tea scraps to my scrap bin. Perfect. And now I have to get some browns, but I don't have any right now, so I have to come back to do that. But we're done with the compost bin. Now I just have to wash this. Oh, actually, I wanted to talk about my seedlings real quick. I did my own seedlings. It's been about a month or two now, and I watered them about 2 days ago, and I guess it rained here within the last day or so, and there's a bunch of water in the seedlings. What I wanted to say is that in Florida right now, we are experiencing a serious cold front, one that we've never experienced before. It felt like an Arctic blast. And it's interesting to see what survives the cold. And my bok choy has done very well for themselves. The mustard greens that my friend gave me and a couple of other things that he's given me has done very well as too. The tomato plant, however, did not like it. Totally looking funky here. And I don't know, but these guys seem to have done pretty good. Probably yellowing because it needs fertilizer, but it's interesting. And there is clearly a difference between cold crops and warm crops. These are a lot more cold crops than warm. And they're happy. Look at my bok choy actually putting out leaves. I'm excited. I can't wait to put them in the ground. And I need to hurry up, but I need to get a couple more bags of compost before I move on with the garden bed. And I also have to set up the irrigation system. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.